to a normal ONIC lineup? Or are we gonna go to a very aggressive Iaknu again? Like, Iaknu's aggression has kind of died down a little bit, I think. Maybe watching that is gonna bring it back. Who knows? I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed for that.
Yeah, and you really have to see how these players, just react to whatever it is they're doing in the game. And you know what? Wise has been playing good YSS games, but it seems to me that he really has the upper hand in terms of the hero pool. He can play YSS, he can play Ling, he can play Lance, Man, this guy can probably play every hero in the pool right now for the carries, probably.
Speaking of carries, maybe it's time to stop going to YSS and go back to carry. I don't know. Maybe you guys can think about that. But we are going to be in the draft here for EXECRATION versus ONIC PH. And this is Game 5. So,
let's see how
it's all or nothing.
Let's see how this happens. They took out the link for the side of EXECRATION last time. Now, for the side of ONIC, do you still take out the link? Because it means that EXECRATION will get another Uranus.
I don't think Uranus is gonna be. I don't think Ling is gonna be banned if Uranus is left alone. I mean, ONIC has proven that they can handle the Ling.
Okay, Uranus.
But both of these heroes apparently will not be banned. There you go, insta-lock Uranus. They ban out the Esmeralda. They let the Uranus go. What's that about?
They don't want Chaknu doing. They don't want Chaknu having a good time, and they don't want the factor of Kufra Chaknu just rain on their parade. I guess for ONIC PH, they might have been too fixated into just banning out that Selena. Because clearly for me, if you're gonna ban out the Selena, then that means you are respecting Etomax for the Selena play that he's doing.
Maximum.
But then again, if you have good map potential as a team, you can just get by that Selena that EXECRATION is gonna use.
Finally, we're out of the Yi Senshin focus and we are in the lane for ONIC. We'll see if that's gonna be effective, as of course on the other side, the EXECRATION's drafting a very beefy lineup.
Harith. They secured that pronto.
Interesting.
They got that. They just went for it, and they know that when they let this slip to the second phase, this is gonna get banned alongside the carry heroes of hate.
Yep, double core lineup is as the signal I'm getting with this matchup. You can get the double core lineup if you have the FAMs and the Uranus as your offlaner. You have the two beefy boys, two really big bruisers, is just difficult to deal with. Now, possibility of a Farsa is gonna get shown here, and it's gonna be Yuzhong instead, trying to compensate, trying to see if they can find a good matchup for the Uranus and Disc, of course, FAMs.
Let's see, Ling 75% win rate. For Wise, Benecutie has 80%. 50% on Sagitno. And I think Sagitno will be playing that Uranus, while Benecutie will get the thumbs. I mean, they haven't changed anything in the certain setup. This is still Hate just getting one of his heroes.
Yep.
Nothing has changed.
It's really impossible to ban out Hate completely. A lot of teams have been trying. ONIC PH completely just gave up altogether.
Yeah.
Like, they literally no carry bans anymore. And they're just going for the supports and the tanks.
I mean, if I was EXECRATION right now, if I were in EXECRATION shoes, I'd take out a Farsa. Because I don't have any more use for a Farsa.
Yeah.
Honest. And if you let the Farsa get away, it's gonna go to the hands of ONIC PH. Then that means Harith is going to, be pushed out or kicked out of his Saman Force just because there's a Feathered Airstrike there.
Absolutely.
You don't want that.
You don't want that. And I really want to see that Farsa ban. I really want to see it go down there for EXECRATION. You wanna be able to give your Harith the maximum freedom of movement that you can do here for this hero. And if the Farsa is there, it's just gonna make it so much harder. Not just for the Harith, but also for the FAMs.
And just have that extra protection. What can ONIC PH ban right now? They're gonna ban out the Baksha, They don't want Jay and Dilar getting controlled if they are the ones who's gonna use the Yu Zhong and that Jawhead. It's going to be the Claude. They don't care about the Farsa as much. They want it. They have an answer for it. And Alice has been banned here for the side of Execration, so there's no Alice shenanigans that's gonna happen for ONIC PH. But there is still a Khalid that ONIC PH can get.
We're kind of still looking for a one offlaner and one possible either offlaner or double core plus support for ONIC. So whichever will fit that criteria. I would not be surprised if we saw a Rafaela go down if there's a Natalia that pops up for Execration. Eudora instead. There you go.
Yeah.
For that support, already filled up. Got the Eudora. They're flexing their last pick to be either an offlane or... Whew,
Oh,
it looks like it
wow.
was pre-planned already. The insta-lock.
That's so much tankiness into one core. And Execration right now, their lineup is looking like a football team.
It really is.
Hate is a quarterback with a Harith. And everyone is just gonna let him breathe. Everyone is gonna let him run. Everyone is gonna let him deal damage. While having damage with Benny Cutie and Sagitno probably at max as well.
What a tanky lineup
What a
here.
tank lineup, yeah.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Okay, so I like the Eudora pick. Because the thing is, for the longest time, we've been saying that Harith is gonna have a hard time with an Esmeralda, Lunox, just because Lunox has, homing.
Khalid?
It's not a
Carry?
skill. It's not a
Wow.
skill shot, but it's going to be the Iyakno hero, I feel. But
Talk about
for
prediction.
this one, Oh My Venus can just stun, hate, hold the Harith down, and do not let him go back and forth.
There you go. That's gonna be the carry. Locked in for ONIC PH, and that's the answer to massive amount of tanks. Just get someone who can destroy tanks really quickly. Gotta agree, that's a very good call, but again, the Eudora is not gonna do much. He's not gonna do as much damage as it usually would. Like last game, the Eudora was great. There were so many squishies. This time, the only squishy here is Harith. He's the only one who's gonna get comboed down. He's gonna need a lot of help if he wants to one-shot people.
Okay, so now I'm looking into this. They really needed a carry. Look at the lineup here of the side of Execration. Those are very tanky heroes. And
Yeah.
in the early game, you need to peel them down. And if you don't get to your 6 items, then that means you are just going to have a hard time. What Carrie brings to the table is if they go 1v1 with her and he has the certain items, Golden Staff, Endless Battle, and everything in between, Swift Boots, he can slowly just take them down. It's not going to be a fast process, but at least they're surely able to get the true damage on the side of Execration.
Yep. True damage. Scaling is the game.
Scaling
For
is the game.
ONIC PH.
Of course.
Can they prolong
But
this?
you know what, Rockart? I'd say I like the draft of Execration as well.
Yep. It's a draft that's gonna take you by surprise. So look at this. This is what I'm talking about. That damage is gonna get negated over and over again by Power of the Wilderness. I don't like the odds of this Eudora in the mid lane, but again, we are not done. We are very far from starting. We're heading into Game 5 for Execration versus ONIC, and here we go.
Look at Iyakno here, just putting the stacks onto Sagitno right now. And Sagitno going in, and
ignoring
he's
this guy.
forcing him out of the lane. And Dilar getting hit by the minions.
What more?
Is he gonna go
Benny
down?
wants
Benny
it,
Cutie.
Benny
Benny wants
wants
this. Benny wants this.
to get the kill.
Oh!
Oh,
Will he
that's
get it?
cute.
Will he get it?
Wait,
No, he
the
doesn't.
minions
No,
are
he
too
doesn't.
strong.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't.
He doesn't get it. He
Oh,
doesn't get
he
it.
didn't get hit by the molten sights. That's the
Yeah.
problem. No tick damage.
And Dilar went for the execute. And Iyakno taking down Uranus. So
Wow.
Uranus can't really... I did not expect Uranus to go for the Avarice this time. I think Concussive Blast is going to be better.
There you go.
Because you can't really fight this, but ONIC Magic
Two
is...
kills.
It's working right now.
Absolutely.
They're
Two
making
of
it work.
the two of the biggest hitters for ONIC PH getting the gold that they need and the experience that they need to get ahead. Classic answer to tanks is this carry. And if you want to make this Eudora work, you need that. You need team effort to get a target because everyone in Execration is just so tanky, like I said in the beginning.
And look at EXECRATION. They're not really going home, but we have Wise onto the bottom lane. He's gonna go for Hate. There's the stun. Can Hate run away? Does he have a summon force? No, he doesn't. And they will just go back. Tempest of Blaze has been used, and that is the right time for Execration to get out.
Well, the isolated Zaman Force. Basically, ONIC PH zoning the Zaman Force itself so that Hate can't use the key. And it's a throwback to Jay. Gets that Akai. Who's gonna be next, though? Oh. Go in. Sagitnu. How did he get that kill on top lane? That was weird. Oh, everything's black. Okay, there we go.
So, you clearly have to look at the things that Execration went for here. Concussive Blast on two of their heroes. You have Chaknu and you have Etomax on that. So, they have a lot of damage into the early game. It's going to stack. It's going to hurt for Wise if ever they want to go for these kinds of invades in very narrow places. But I don't like Sagitnu's Avarice here against the carry.
Oh man, Wise could go down here. He's gonna be able to get that buff at least. Using Tempest Blaze to get out. Those are two tanks. The damage output is slow. That's fine.
So, you have a fight onto the bottom lane. Benny Cutie going in. And it's Benny. Benny was, he's really trying to give it to EXECRATION. And looking at it right now, Etomax is onto his way through that brush. And they really wanted to fight this. But EXECRATION wants blood. One more hit could have gotten the true damage stack. That wouldn't have been able to kill him. But at least he's forced to go back.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point right there.
Because Hilda just stays in the brush, and that's like home for him.
Yeah,
home. That's like her house. He regens there, he baits there, he sleeps there. And for Etomax right now, he's just having a good time. He is yet left behind. Wise was his target. And that is going to be another kill going to the side of ONIC PH.
Despite the 4-2 score though, in favor of ONIC, the gold is still in favor of Execration. That's a massive deficit. And that's because Execration does things like this. They zone out hard, they get the outer turret energy shields, they maximize their earnings.
And you know what? Top lane turret, bottom lane turret right now for us is destroyed onto the side of ONIC PH. And as you can see, there are items here coming out from Hate. He has a Calamity Reaper, he has the Beast Hunter, and he has the tankiness that he wants. He has the extra damage that he needs. This core item number 1 for Hate.
Absolutely. That's what you want. And of course, with the Eudora going down, those items are only going to get added up even more. Man, the pressure is really here for ONIC PH to perform in the early game. And again, that tanky lineup, the carry apparently for the meantime is not enough to deal with it.
Well, as you can see here, Rockhart, we are kind of seeing how ONIC PH can come back from this. But the thing is, it really takes late game for ONIC PH to do it.
It's going to be super late game.
Super late.
For the meantime, you're going to get bullied over and over again like what's happening right now.
And as you can see, Wise getting caught out, and that's going to be the Tempest of Blades. Can he get out? Yes, he will. Pinch point is there. Etomax will be the prey of Dilar. Dilar here will get that kill. Benny Cutie, on the other hand, just staying into the bottom lane, trying to push this as fast as possible, just lowering or just lessening that map control that ONIC has right now. ONIC, this is bad for them. They have 2 cores. They need to distribute the economy right now with the thing in mind that we don't have full control of our jungle anymore.
Yep, and ONIC's trying to do that. They're trying to regain the control of the jungle. Chaknu's all alone there. The isolation play works.
And they go in. Tempest of Blades catching out Sagitnu. Sagitnu here getting out, and Hate unscathed. There was no damage on Hate.
Yep, all the focus was on Chaknu, and Hate was basically left to do free hits in that one, even without the tank.
Look at Benny here. Benny's just pulling, not pulling his punches in any way. And Benny wants to push as much as possible. And this is how Execration does it. Ladies and gentlemen, they are marching on towards the top lane. Benny Cutie will get that tier 1 turret onto the top lane. In Execration, they are successful in infiltrating the base here of ONIC PH.
Yep, and it's going to be ONIC PH just on the defensive this time. There's no way they can walk out, especially now that X is so aggressive. Even the Black Dragon form being dealt so much damage.
And look at this, even the blender getting sent out. Let's see, how will ONIC fight this? Will ONIC Magic really come out right now? Or X's shot will take their shot and take this series by a reverse sweep. This could be our first reverse sweep.
Yeah, it's first ever for the playoffs. There you go. Oh my goodness, though.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be the chase down that ONIC PH wants. And that is going to be the extra movement speed coming up from skill 1 here for the Hilda. And they will just run away. Benny Cutie, he wants to fight and he knows that the Cyclone Eye is still there. He will get away. And Dilar going to the other side of the map. Benny Cutie getting a bit of HP there. Trying to re-engage against Dilar. Dilar here doesn't have the dragon for him anymore. And did he just throw out his ally?
He threw out his ally.
Okay, Benny Cutie, that is a 1-for-1. He's pretty happy with that now. But Jay will just get away.
Man, that was a little bit of a miscalculated play as well, because of that open turtle means that's going to be free for hate if he wants to, but he's waiting in the bush instead.
Sagitno going for... Oh, look at... Wow! Chakno with... Did you see that 1,000-pounder flicker formation? And we see hate. This is the Salmon Force. This is the fight that they want. Wise getting caught out, getting stuck. Sagitno going in front of his enemies. And Dilar will just force him out.
Yep, that's going to be it. There's just no way that they're going to be able to contest this turtle because of that. Wow, Chakno on the plays here. Isakai. It really works well. It really works well in favor of Execration. Despite Chakno dying for a few times here, he's the one who's been doing the plays here. Everyone else has just been following suit. They're following where Chakno goes. And it's been bearing results. One more big one in hate. Salmon Force down on the ground. Takes out Jay at the back end.
And this is looking bad for the side of ONIC PH. They're getting manhandled right now. And everything, the outer turrets onto the side of ONIC PH is going down one by one. And now they don't have it. Execration, they're doing it. Benny Cutie going 1v1 with Wise. Dilar jumping out, really trying his best to take down people here, but Iyaknu gets caught out. He goes down. Synchro Fisher, Chrono Dash, everything that he wants. Wise gets thrown out, and this might be the turret. Etamax will just try to run away. Benny Cutie opens a path onto the middle lane. Oh my Venus is the next target. He will take down Benny Cutie, but Benny Cutie doesn't care. Oh, Venus goes down as well. Sagitnu breaking the top turret onto the bottom lane. Here comes Hate. Jay, what can you do? Can you defend this? You have two people waiting for ONIC PH, and this is going to be a tight one. Salmon Force is there. Jay will go down. Monster kill for Hate, and the disengage will happen right now.
Still going to be an open field here for ONIC PH. They have lost their inhibitors, but they are not down yet. However, massive lead here for Execration. Almost 10,000 at this point. Gotta be careful here if you're ONIC PH.
Man, I am actually surprised that we are seeing ONIC. They were so strong. They were so strong in the early game. Right?
It's gone.
It's gone,
man. They were getting a 4-2, but overall, Execration still farmed way better. And just from there, you can already tell that the battle plan here for Execration is just overpowered.
Oh my goodness, Wise finding himself in these very, how do I say this, bad spots. He's not getting anything from this. He's just running back and forth.
Away.
Back
trying to slow down Execration, but how do you slow down a rampaging bull headed straight for the bullseye? That's the question. Gotta be. There's no way they can get back from this now that Lord is also on the side of Execration.
This is just. I don't know how to explain this. I'm out of words.
ONIC PH, they looked really strong from game 1, game 2, but in terms of best of 5s, it seems that they cannot still close out these podium finish matches.
And that's it. Gonna be the last big team fight, man.
And this is going to be it. The cameras have been shown. Will this be the winning moment of Execration? ONIC falling down one by one. Dilar here with the region. He's still alive, but Yakno is down. Benecuti here going straight for Wise. Wise here takes him down, but that is going to be Hake going for Venus.
That's it.
That was a wipeout. Execration gets 3rd place. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your battle for 3rd and the choke. The choke.
Victory!
It's there, ladies and gentlemen. The choke.
They complete the reverse sweep.